Good afternoon, everybody. Muggy, cloudy day outside. We are 4 days away from opening day of the high school soccer season in the Shore Conference. Can't wait to get started. Doing a couple of team previews this weekend, and today we're going to start with the defending Group 4 state champions, Freehold Township. I have captains Danielle Howard and Gabby Parker joining me. Girls, thank you for taking time out today to join me.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Now, first question, I want to start you two seniors taking over the leadership role. What kind of impact are you hoping to pass down to the underclassmen this year?
I think, sorry.
It's all right.
I think just like keeping the winning mentality. I know that we lost a lot of people, so it's obviously gonna be hard to like keep everyone on board and keep everyone on track. So I think just passing down like that, they still can do it even after losing a big class because we have like 11 seniors in our class. So I think just showing them that they still can win, like with the people that they have, will be a big thing.
Yeah, I agree with Gabby. I think the winning mentality is really important. I think another key thing is really playing as a team and playing together.
Now, the last time Freehold had a large graduating class, I think I had them ranked seventh to start the season, and then you girls were probably eighth grade that year, and then this great run Freehold went, where they were ranked number one in the Shore for how long. So a big graduation class doesn't mean it's just basically next person time to step up. Do you believe that?
Yeah,
Uh,
I think so.
Yeah.
Now, what is the message Coach Patterson is giving the team, before the season? New faces in different positions. So what is he trying to get you guys the direction he's trying to get you girls going?
I think he's just trying to get people to step up and fill like their roles. They like a lot of people didn't have as big of a role last year, so I think he's just trying to get everybody to step up and push themselves more.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely need people to step up this year. There's a lot of, seniors who have left that we need to fill in the holes. I think he's trying to like get us to connect a lot and start learning to play together because there's a lot of new pieces.
Okay. Now, you opened this season with Ramapo. Coach always puts together a very tough schedule. Do you think that helps you girls come to postseason playing such a hard regular season schedule?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we'll be used to playing the harder team, so it'll make it easier and make it like more familiar for us.
Yeah.
How do you? Let me ask this. Last year, they changed the Shore Conference tournament, how you qualify. Were you girls a fan of that? With the kind of like the World Cup where you had your group games and then you went to the elimination games?
I kind of liked it how it was before. Um, Honestly, I think it just adds a lot of like games and a lot of time, but it's still fun.
Yeah, I like the other way before. I felt like it was more of like a distinction between the regular season and then postseason. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get, I like to ask that question with the soccer players, and it's 50-50. Some girls really liked it. I'm going to be honest, usually the stronger teams, just rather the old way because if you look at, there wasn't many blowouts during the season because, soccer does a good job of making the divisions pretty equal. But the only blowouts was when the usually the top team in the group was playing the bottom team in the group. And, if you look at the stats, the scores all throughout the year, those were the only lopsided games was the Shore Conference play of the top seed and the bottom seed. So it's a little tweaking to do that, but yeah, it's funny that the upper echelon teams weren't as I don't know the word to say. They weren't as fan. They didn't like it as much. I'm just trying to look for a different word. Now, I want to talk. Your goalie. 4-year starter Ashley Moore. Has stepped in big role and has lived up to the you know She comes up big every situation. What does it mean having such a reliable person in net and the experience that, 4-year starter, that's for goalies, you don't really hear that as much. But was it, knowing you got somebody so reliable back there?
I mean, I feel like it, it like gives you a lot more confidence. So like if the ball does get into the defensive end, like I'm confident that she's gonna make the save. And like I played with her for a very long time, so I trust her a lot.
Yeah, I think everyone just trusts her, and especially like throughout the middle, I think our middle is very strong, so it just helps to have like the very back line of defense very strong in the middle.
Okay. Let's talk about, let's go to your freshman year. Coming in, the talent that was already here and at Freehold. What was your goals, coming in freshman year? Not only just for soccer, but maybe some goals you set for yourself for, academics too.
I don't think I really knew what to expect for soccer. Like
Yeah.
I knew that Freehold Township had a good team, but I didn't really know like what to expect coming in as a freshman. I think for school, I obviously wanted to like get straight A's and stuff, and just like make sure that I'm taking the hardest classes that I could.
Yeah, I didn't really know what to expect either. But I remember like after freshman year tryouts, Gabby and I got called up together for like Patterson to talk to us. And I feel like it was like a relief that we got called up together. I think we both kind of knew. So didn't really know what to expect, but academics wise, yeah, I definitely wanted to go and get straight A's.
How how big is that, playing number one team in the Shore, being called up as, fresh, saying the coach having the confidence that you two are going to make an impact as a freshman on the varsity. What does that do for your confidence?
I think it boosted my confidence. Obviously, I think it was like easier to play with the older kids just because I knew that like he had belief in me, so it like helped other believe in me as well.
Yeah, it definitely helps a lot. I mean, like what your coach thinks and um, how your coach makes you feel, like really impacts how you play. So having him have your back is really good.
Any upperclassmen that, kind of helped you, or, you were able to go to, or that kind of guided you along the way your freshman year?
Yeah, so Gabby Kaluch was definitely like one of my role models freshman year. She actually played at the same club that I did at the time. So she really like in the summer trainings and stuff, like she was like being my partner, like talking to me and like really starting to bring me into the team.
Yeah. I think Gabby Kalush was a big one. Cassie Corcione, I'm really good friends with her, so she like helped me a lot, and I was partners with her for a lot of this stuff. So
I'm just pulling up the schedule for your freshman year. I believe it was so long ago. 21, 22. Now, so you were freshman that the Westfield game? Well, you girls were freshmen.
Yeah.
The time has flown by. It feels like that game was like yesterday. Now, what was something, you girls had a great season and then unfortunately, fell to Westfield in the championship game, Group 4. What was something you two were able to take away from that game that you carried over to the next season?
I think like knowing when the big moments are and being able to like me as a forward, like being able to finish in those big moments and knowing that like in big games you're only going to get like two opportunities, so you really have to take advantage of those opportunities.
Yeah, I feel like there were I would feel like we had some wasted opportunities and stuff. So I think for the next year, like we realized like we need to take all of the opportunities we have. And I feel like a lot of the emotions from that game we really brought into the next year. We're like, we're not gonna experience that feeling ever again.
Yeah, so then following year, what was the message coach gave you girls your sophomore year when you went up to the Group 4 final?
Yeah,
That year
we're
for
working
us
towards
it was
redemption.
all about redemption
Yeah.
and just work hard, get it back. It was our championship and we were gonna win it.
Okay. Now, last year, You girls had a big short conference tournament running in last year. Middletown South seemed like that was the time that they got really hot in the postseason. What were you able to take away from losing in the short conference tournament that you girls went on a pretty good run? Basically states you were pretty dominating throughout the state tournament. So what was the thing you girls took away after the defeat in the short conference tournament that you were able to really turn it on for states?
I think it showed that like if we didn't show up to play, we weren't going to be the best team. Like we had to come out every single game and really have everyone focused and try our hardest.
Yeah, I don't think we were completely up for the game. And, like the year before we won like everything. So it's hard to stay motivated. But I think that game was really a wake up call for us. Like, like we're not invincible. Like people can beat us. Like in states, we have to show up.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you girls, I'm just looking at like even in the group 4 final, 3-0, it was a pretty dominant game. Um, what is it, when you girls a senior year, 2 state titles, 2 short conference tournament titles. What does it mean being part and being such an important part of a program having so much success like that?
I think it puts a lot of pressure on us because like everybody knows us as the best, and even though like we're graduating people, we still should be the best and be like the same as we were the year before. So I think it's hard to like keep up with that, but obviously it just pushes us to be better. So
Yeah, I agree.
All right, give me one player this year that didn't really get a ton of playing time last year that you think people are going to know her name by the end of the season for this upcoming year.
Um, I think that Maddie Graybush, she's a very powerful player, and I think she's ready to step up this year. So I'm looking forward to seeing what she can do this season.
well, since you said Maddie, because I was gonna say, or I would say Reese Metcalf or Metcalf, I think her last name is, because I think because like she didn't get a lot of playing time the other years, she didn't really have the confidence. But I think if she's able to get on the field more and just like be able to build with other players, then she'll be a good wing for us.
Here's not necessarily you two really aren't affected. The year where we're in the time where everyone transfers, but playing. How important is even if you like say the people that need to players that got to step up this year and didn't get a lot of playing time last year because of the talent that was of the senior class. How important is that they stay focused, and how much do you gain just by you might not be getting on the field during all the games, but just practicing with talent like you girls every day, where it'll pay off this year when it is your time to step up?
Yeah.
Everybody?
I don't know if you're going. Yeah, it's definitely very important. Yeah.
that Yeah, that was like a curveball question there. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
So, all right. Let's talk college a little bit. So both of you committing to Bucknell. Very, very good academic school. Danielle, we'll go to you first. What was it about Bucknell that you really liked that you'd be like, okay, I could spend my next 4 years here?
Um, for me, throughout my process, it was really important that I had a top academic and athletic school, and Bucknell is a top academic school and has a great soccer program.
Yep.
And I visit a lot of campuses, and I was like waiting for that campus where I'd be like, oh, this is the one, this is the place where I'm gonna go. And when I got to Bucknell, that's exactly how I felt.
How about you, Gabby?
I think like definitely on paper it's very good for like the soccer program is obviously very good. The academics is very good, which was a big part for me. Um, I think the soccer team, like meeting all the girls and knowing like that they like I would really get along with them, and they were very much like me, a lot of them. So I thought that was very nice, and I could see myself like fitting in with the girls there very well.
Yeah, how big is it to be comfortable like that, especially when you're going to become an incoming as a freshman? having that relationship where you already got to meet the girls and you know that you could be with them and you'll get along with them instead of going to a place where you might be on the fence, because I know I don't see it as much as in soccer, but other sports people just commit to the first offer they get, or because it has the D1 and they're miserable. But how important is it, to be happy, not even just on the soccer field, but just because you're going to be living, that's where you're going to be your next 4 years of your life.
Yeah, I think that was a big part when I was looking at schools. I was like, my mom would always like tell me that if I wasn't playing soccer, would I be happy there? So I always thought of that, and I could obviously like I would very see myself being happy at Bucknell, even if I wasn't playing soccer there. But I think having like the girls as my friends on the soccer team, I think that would just make me better, like soccer wise, because I'd just be more confident playing, and definitely off the field too.
Yeah, I mean, getting along with the players definitely helps with your confidence. And I feel like with both high school and college sports, a lot of it's a lot about the team and like team spirit, school spirit. So I think really getting along with everyone is a really important thing.
And it must say, the culture, how the coach has the culture, passes down, that's, from high school. And Gabby, that's, whenever if an athlete asks my advice, that's what your mom said to you. Could you see you being there if you didn't have sports? And that's great advice. That's how you gotta look at it, because, you might, if you decide you didn't want to play anymore, something happens, could you still be there? And I don't think enough players look at that, if they had the sport aspect out of it, if they'll be happy there. So that's good.
Yeah.
Do you know, Gabby, go first. What do you want to study?
I want to do like pre-law, so I'm going to major in political science, then minor in psychology.
Excellent. I got a political science degree as well, but no pre-law. I couldn't handle that. So do you want to go into politics, or you want to be a lawyer?
I'll be a lawyer.
Lawyer? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Danielle, what do you want to do? Or what are you going to study first?
I want to study environmental science.
Okay. And what do you hope to do after college with that?
I mean, like, there's a lot of different things you can do with it, so I'm not sure exactly what yet, but I've been thinking about, like, going to law school and getting into environmental law, stuff like that.
Okay. Okay. Two smart lawyers on my podcast. All right. I'll go back and forth. I like to do like a rapid fire questions with you, like what your favorite TV show, that kind of stuff. You up for that?
Yeah.
All right. So I'll go back and forth for you. So first question will be favorite TV show. Gabby, you go first.
Outer Banks.
Danielle?
Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory. Wow. How about favorite movie? Gabby, you good?
I don't even think I have a favorite movie.
Okay. I mean, you wouldn't be the first person to say that, so
I don't watch enough movies.
I don't
yeah.
either.
Okay. We'll skip that. How about this? What's your go-to song to get you pumped up or focused before a big game?
Mine is She Will by Lil Wayne and Drake.
I don't really have go-to. Like, I feel like I listen to country music on the way, like, to, like, the game, and then I just listen to, like, the rap stuff that, the team puts on.
The team puts on. Okay.
Yeah.
Gabby, what's your favorite school subject?
History.
Danielle?
I like math and science.
Okay. Both were well, not science, but math and history were my subject. Any particular history, Gabby?
I like more like modern history.
Okay. I've been getting into a lot of World War II history lately, and I never was when I was younger, so
I definitely had my World War II phase.
yeah. I just finished Band of Brothers, and I never watched it when it came on like 20 years ago. And it's amazing what those soldiers did back then. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm into the World War II thing now. So all right, a little side rant. Gabby, what is your favorite food?
Any type of pasta. Maybe
Okay.
penne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love pasta too, like baked ziti.
Easy. Penny vodka is my go-to. What is something you enjoy doing when you're in your free time when you're not playing soccer or sports?
In the summer, I surf a lot.
Surf. Okay.
Yeah.
I really like to travel, and I like to listen to music and watch soccer.
Okay. Last question for this. When your playing careers are over, do you see yourself still being involved in the sport somehow, the sport of soccer? Whether
Yeah.
it's
Definitely.
coaching, training, or something. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. I get most yeses for that, but actually some people are like, no, I'm done. Done with soccer. But most kids say yes, they want to be involved, whether training little kids or something like that. Okay. Give me prediction for this year. Are we gonna get back to the short conference final?
I'll say yes.
Yes. All
Yeah, I'll
right.
tell you.
Okay. And who would you want to face in the Group 4 final? Do you want Ridgewood again? Do you want Westfield or somebody new?
I feel like it would be cool to close it out with Westfield.
Yeah, I agree. I want revenge.
Your sophomore year, is that who you played who'd you play sophomore year in the final?
Ridgewood.
Yeah.
Oh, so you had Ridgewood 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So don't
yes.
really want a third year.
Yeah, you want Westfield. You gotta get back that loss back. So all right, here's my last question to both of you. Gaby, you first. What advice would you give your younger self?
I would say to train more because I feel like I train more, like at least technically, because I feel like when I was younger, like all coaches just like used me for my speed and athleticism, and then I never really like trained technically. So
Like
I would say
your
train.
touch and stuff, like your ball
Yeah.
touch and stuff. Okay.
I would tell myself to just enjoy it more because, like as you get older, like it's all about recruiting and everything's about winning and less about development and just having fun with it.
That's really good. Now, you just made me another question. How stressful was the recruiting process? And first, Gaby, what club team do you play for?
I play for Cedar Stars. I'm on the same team as him.
Yeah, we're on the
Okay.
same team.
Okay.
Yeah.
How stressful is that recruiting process? And did Cedar Stars help you? Like I know AAU, sometimes the AAU directors they help to make phone. Do they help you kind of? Because I know how stressful it could be. Did they kind of help you through the process?
It was very stressful. Yeah, our coach definitely helped us throughout the process. I was on PDA short before I joined. I joined Cedar Stars towards the end of freshman year because I knew that they weren't really going to have the best connections for college soccer. So Cedar Stars definitely helped me with that.
Okay.
Yeah, the recruiting process was definitely stressful, but you learn a lot throughout it too about yourself and what you want and stuff. And yeah, like our coach is amazing. Like I'm going into I think my 6th year at Cedar Stars, and like I just love my coach. Like he's great. He's like helped so much.
Okay. All right. Girls, I appreciate you taking time out today. And sorry it was delayed. But good luck. You open the season. Is it Friday or Thursday against Ramapo?
We play Rutgers Prep our first game.
Oh, when do you play? On Wednesday? Did I miss that? Are you up there? Are you up at Rutgers Prep?
Yeah.
That's why I was only looking at the home games for the sure. All right. So Rutgers Prep, who's always one of the top teams in the state. So and Ramapo, I know I don't know much about Ramapo, but they used to always be top 10 when I was. Are they still a top program? Do you know?
Yeah.
So Coach Patterson set you up, you girls, right there, right from the get-go, and then Middletown South after that, which is always a rival. And I'm sure you girls got that game circled after the short conference tournaments. So Freehold Township opens up. No surprise with a very, 3 hard games. And I wish you girls luck. Good luck this season, and I'll be seeing you on the sidelines.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
No problem. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me. And I think we'll be doing RBC interview on Monday. We'll preview their team. And enjoy the last holiday weekend before the school's year starts.
Thank you.
Thank you.